Hello from Packing Central! I am checking in for a quick vlog. We are about to move, or at least I think we are. So, we put our co-op, which is kind of like a condo in New York, we put it on the market in February for the second time. We had tried to sell 2 years ago and the market just wasn't good, so we gave up and we lived here a little bit longer. But we're in a 1-bedroom with 5 people and we have 1 bathroom and no outdoor space. It is tiny, 927 square feet. So living here on lockdown for the past 3 months has been kind of torture. But right before lockdown started, we went into contract and we are about to close on the sale. And here's the tricky part, that the house we're moving to, we found a rental like 70 miles up the Hudson. And it's a really cute town with great schools and it looks like a cute house with a big yard. We're really excited, but it was recently sold. I think it foreclosed and then it went to auction and it was sold, and somewhere in there the paperwork didn't go off right. So when we signed our contract to lease it and they submitted some paperwork to turn the water on or change the name on the water or something, it triggered for the town to come and say they need to inspect it because it's a new owner. And it failed the inspection. And so they had a long list of stuff they had to fix and they did it. And then it failed again. So each time it failed, we had to push our move back a few days to give them time to make the necessary repairs. So now we've pushed our move back twice. And we're kind of like half packed, but I don't want to pack the final like stuff we need daily because I don't want to live out of a suitcase for like if it could go on for longer. But now we're in a really tricky position because we are closing virtually. We're closing on this place in 2 days, on Thursday. And we are set to move on Friday after we close. So we're going to remain in possession. Thankfully, the buyer's okay with that. But the final inspection for our rental house was supposed to happen yesterday and we haven't gotten the okay yet if it's actually passed and okay to move in or not. And so I'm like, what am I supposed to do? We're supposed to move in 3 days, guys, and I still don't know if we're actually moving. And are the buyers gonna be okay if we have to push this back another week or something? So I'm kind of freaking out here. A lot of people are kind of looking to rent or buy out of the city. A lot of people want a rental house with a pool for the summer, or they're looking at kind of reevaluating why they're still in New York City because suddenly they've realized they can work remotely and their company might be okay with that long term. And they're like, well, why are we in the city if we don't need to really be here for jobs? Because you can go out of the city, you can go to New Jersey or Long Island or up the Hudson and get so much more for your money. It is crazy. So the house we're gonna be renting in Orange County is like almost 1,800 square feet, so double the size of what we're currently in, and a huge yard, like a 1/4 acre yard. And the rent we're gonna be paying is the same as we're paying here for our mortgage, maintenance, property tax, and all that. So like crazy what we're getting for our money up there, and really amazing schools. Whether or not our kids can go to the school from September is the big question. But we got a 2-year rental, so this is like a kind of longer short-term plan for us. And if we love it up there and my husband is okay with that like 1.5-hour commute to he doesn't have an office because he runs his own company now with 2 other guys and they sell Japanese food and beverage. They're kind of reps for some other companies. His commute is going to all the local grocery stores around New York City and New Jersey, and other than that he works from home, but he's really not working from home a whole lot. But with that long commute to all the grocery stores, I'm hoping he can work from home 1 or 2 days a week and then spend the other days like carefully scheduled so it's not too much driving and stuff. But I'm really excited, but I'm terrified for having to drive. where our house is, we are like a half mile to a grocery store and a pharmacy and the kids' schools. So I think they're gonna be taking a school bus. And depending on if they do after school activities, I could get by without a car, especially if my husband's home one day a week. I could schedule doctor appointments or whatever for that day that I can borrow the car. I would love that. I would love to only have to have the one car and not need a second car and not have to drive every day. That would be amazing because really, I'm scared. I haven't driven in like, I don't know, like 10 years. So it makes me nervous. I drove once when my friend and I went to Crystal Springs a few months ago. I drove up there and back, but that was the one time I drove in like the last 7 years or something crazy. Like, and I know I'll get used to it and stuff, but as far as like the earth and all that is concerned, gas and whatnot, other additional expenses, I would much rather not have to. Also nervous about wildlife. Apparently we're gonna have bears and skunks and who knows what else. We live in a locked building way up on an upper level floor. So we don't have to worry about bugs or rats or mosquitoes. Like, we don't have to worry if we get a really heavy storm, we don't flood, like all these things. It's just so nice living here. The only problem is we don't have enough space, we don't have outdoor space, and we have to worry about noise for our neighbors, which is the biggest turnoff here. So I really hope we love it up there and stay forever and ever, but we may be back to the city after our rental is over. I don't know. I really don't think there's a perfect solution for my family. Everybody has to kind of weigh their deal breakers and their priorities. Everybody has a different priority. So if you want to have a shorter commute and you work in the city, maybe it's worth it to not have a backyard or not have your own washer and dryer. Anyway, that's where we're at. Stay tuned. I'll let you guys know if we are actually going to move on Friday or not. Hoping to hear back today. I'm kind of going nuts trying not to think about it, but we really need to know, because if we can't move Friday, gotta let the movers know. We already had a mishap with the internet company because I kept having to move our turn off date and a move date, and somewhere along the line one of the workers dropped the ball and forgot to move our turn off date, and so we lost internet on Sunday, and I called and the billing department is the only one that can turn it back on, and they're not open until Monday, so we lost internet for a whole day. Again, first world problems, but you know, just to add to all the stress and everything, kind of annoying. But anyway, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe because I'm going to be covering the move, and I'm going to try to do like a daily update after we move of how life is going in the suburbs for this Brooklyn family. You know, like our first backyard bear spotting and how unpacking is going and how it's going with the kids' sleeping arrangements, because right now we have 3 kids sharing a 7x9 bedroom, and I'm not sure if we're going to split them up or if we're going to try to keep them together again so that we have an office and a playroom that are separate. I think that's the goal, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.